Lily wakes up, back on the air mattress that she was sleeping on. She covers her mouth with her hands as she begins to cough, and when she looks down at her hand, a little bit of blood. Red, dark, crimson blood. It's strange. Her whole body is lacked of color, and yet her blood is the only thing that's filled with color. The spirit and Koda were actually talking to each other before they finally noticed that Lily had just woken up, coughing up blood. Lily, my God, are you okay? Yes. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. It was just another nightmare. Another nightmare? You mean? Yeah. I I was floating around in space. I was near my home, near Earth, and sooner or later it changed, and there was a monster, and it almost felt like I almost did die. Koda gives Lily a towel to clean herself up. Well, it's only just a nightmare, alright? Yeah. Yeah, Suddenly, a radio that Koda had been keeping to herself suddenly goes off.
Breaking news! Breaking news! This is urgent! The terrible door of our world has begun to crack open. I repeat, the terrible door of our world has begun to crack open. Smoke is currently emitting out of the door. It is suggested that those who live in the main tower must flee and evacuate immediately.
Well, looks like it's time for us to go. Okay. Let me just. Lily cleans herself up with the towel that Koda gave her, cleaning off the blood off her face. Lily stands up, picks up the silver crown, and bears it on her head. Okay, I'm ready now. I hope you are, considering what just happened to you, but if you're ready, then we gotta go. Getting their things ready, Koda and Lily leave the sewers and enter to the surface of Teorannach. Alright. The door is located in the main tower, which is literally down the street. Oh, like, is it up, or? It's actually underground. We found the door there, and we decided to build a tower to keep it that way. Upon heading to and entering into the tower, Lily actually notices that this tower is practically barren, like an abandoned office building. Where are we supposed to go? There's an elevator somewhere. We can take it to go down and to go to where the door is. Oh, okay. After a bit, Lily and Koda find that said elevator, and they begin their descent. Their slow descent. A few minutes pass by, and it's starting to get a little awkward. So, Lily decides to strike a conversation. So, how are you? Oh, well, currently a little on edge, considering that the door of my world is slowly opening, which could potentially destroy everything, including myself. But overall, I'm doing fine. Oh, right. I actually want to ask you a question. What's that? What's with the flowers you had? You know, the flowers in the sewers? The weird black flowers that smelled metallic for some reason. Oh, those flowers. Well, actually, they're a memoriam for the king. A memoriam? The spirit comes out of the silver crown to add to that. Those flowers are actually the king's favorite because they were incredibly strange and he was so asphyxiated by it. I really don't know why, but he really loved those flowers. These flowers are supposed to be meant for him, to remember him by. Koda, be real with me. How long was I gone for? I don't know, but it was definitely years. So many years. Miss Koda? Hmm? Yeah, what's up? I'm not really sure if Spirit knows much about his life. Can you tell me what it was like before everything went down? Before this came to be? Well, our world was different than what you live on. We had so many things, so much knowledge, wisdom. It didn't make sense, not even for me. So many people from different worlds came together, and sooner or later they created one single place. Haven. Haven was exactly what it is. A haven for us, and more specifically, magic users. It was well, I wouldn't say paradise, but it was home. It was all of our homes. But of course, it all ended so tragically. That giant stone door had destroyed everything. And soon, when we were even able to escape, we found out that we had doors, although much more smaller. It still scared us. And from that day, we never used magic, or we barely used magic. I theorize that maybe it's because of the magic this door... What am I saying? I've already told you this before. This thing, it despises magic. And we were afraid to use it because we fear that it'll just wake up and destroy our worlds next. Koda looks at the spirit, then changes her gaze to Lily with a bit of sadness in her face. I sometimes think to myself that maybe we won't be able to do this. Maybe we'll all just vanish, just like Haven. Lily looks at Koda with sympathy building up, as who knows what else could have happened here. Who knows? It truly was too much for her to gain all this knowledge. Miss Koda, listen, I know things are hard, and I know that myself. It was my choice that I wanted to be here, that I chose to save someone that I don't even know. In my choice, I wanted to be someone to everyone. I wanted to be just someone that everyone knew. And knowing all this, it's just really, really difficult for a kid like me to just take all this information. It's crazy. But I know from Willow, I know from the first door that one can continue on. One can push themselves. Not over the top, but just enough to keep going forward. I made my choice when I put this crown on my head. And I gotta keep a promise to not only the spirit, but to you, Willow, and the rest, that I promise I'll do whatever it takes to save your worlds. I promise. Okay? Koda sees Lily. Koda sees that Lily has gained a courage that she hasn't seen in quite a while. Yeah. Okay. You're right. And thank you. Thank you, Lily. I mean it. They reach their floor. They exit the elevator as they are now standing in front of another damned door. The door is beginning to creak open, and black fog is spewing out of the inside. Lily, the spirit, and Koda can even hear voices coming from this door. It's unnerving. Well, guess it's time. Koda clasps her hands together as two more giant translucent hands appear in the air. Koda then guides the hands to shut the door. The floating hands bolt towards the door as it shuts. But just like Mayfold, the door begins to resist. Alright, Lily. You know what to do. Right. Lily closes her eyes as she channels the power of the Silver Crown. Everything goes dark. She opens her eyes as she's back in the same void, with the same, or albeit a different door. Then a voice creeps in from the door. Your courage grows. That is a problem for us, for me. But do not fear. You are just a child, and children aren't supposed to do this. You're scared, and yet you still fight. Why do you fight? Unnerved at first, Lily shakes that off as she points both her hands towards the door. The Silver Crown lights up, and a beam of light shoots towards this damned door. Because I'm not alone. I know I'm just a child. But with the people I've met, they've helped me. With the choices I've made, they helped me. This was my choice. I chose to be here. I wanted to be someone. And luckily, there were others to help me. The damn door begins to break off. Chunks of it begins falling off. But unlike the first one, it tries to piece itself back together. It tries to open. It keeps on struggling. And Koda is showing some signs of fatigue as looks like she can't hold the door for much longer. Any time now! The silver crown shines brighter and brighter as Lily keeps shooting those beams of light towards the door until it explodes into a million pieces. The smoke disappears and everything seems okay. I think I did it. I think that's it. Oh, okay. Koda sees as the door is gone. She couldn't believe it. Lily actually did it. Koda finally sees that her world is finally at peace. Away from this abomination, this eldritch being that's been attacking their homes. It's finally out of their world. Lily becomes exhausted as this attack really does a number on her body. But unlike the first one, Lily doesn't pass out. It seems that she's getting used to this. Lily looks down at her hands as tiny little white sparks of electricity just sparks up, and then white flames. It looks like she's really getting used to using magic. The city celebrates as its citizens throw a massive party. But Koda knows that Lily and the Spirit cannot stay, for their mission still needs to continue. Their journey is still not over. Lily, the Spirit, and Koda head back to the Twisted Clock Tower to be transported back to the Silver Dunes. And before Lily and the Spirit leaves, Koda gives them another Whim Shard. Lily sees the Swim Shard in her hand, both excited and thankful. Giving one final hug to Koda, Lily enters into the Twisted Clock Tower and steps onto the warp pad to be transported back to the Silver Dunes.